Hi, this is Sam McGranahan on Vans Warped Tour 2017. I'm here with Layla from Sonic Boom 6. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. Yeah. We just played and quickly ate some food. Now I feel a bit strange, but I'm good.
So, you're on Warped Tour, you're in America. What do you like about touring about in the US?
Um, I mean, we've not really. Warped Tour is very different than a normal tour. It's completely different. We've never done anything like this before. It's like a family. Every day you're together. You're playing in front of people that don't know who you are. It's completely different kind of experience.
So you guys have been a band since 2002. How do you think, since, the beginning of the band, the early stages, how do you think you guys have grown since, now?
Well, hopefully we've got better at playing. That always helps. And we've just learned how to adapt. Like nothing phases us. We don't really get stressed about anything. Whereas very early on everything was like such a big deal. Whereas now we just feel very lucky that we still have a creative sort of output. There's something that we can do as a band still. That people still care is what I'm trying to say.
So what do you do when you get kind of a creative block or, a writer's block or anything like that?
Just keep going. Just ride it through. Try not to stress about it. And it'll come to you.
So what for you is your favorite thing about touring in general?
Just being with your friends. You get to hang out with your friends. I love performing, even if I love performing more than I like singing. So for me, the performance aspect is just something that I love. It's like nothing else that you do as a person. When you get on stage and you perform and you have to play in front of people, it's a very special thing.
So you had an album come out last year. So can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, so the FBomb came out last year, and we went more down the ska and pop and reggae route. Our previous albums have been heavier, more ska, punk, and we wrote songs from a female perspective because we haven't really done that before. All of our songs are a take on the world and society in which we live in today, but we've never really sort of made every other song from a female's perspective. So it was something very different for us, but something cool because it's something that needed to be addressed from us, and we did it.
Do you think the fans really connected with, since, you were writing from the female perspective from the first time, do you think the fans really connected with that at all?
Yeah, I mean, we've got our fans are brilliant. They've stood by us for so long. They never know what we're gonna like, what kind of music they're gonna get next. So after that, we recorded an EP, which came out 2 weeks ago, which was just 8 hardcore punk rock songs. So we completely, people they weren't expecting that. But we're Sonic Boom 6 and we mix it up. We can't make the same album twice.
Yeah, I always think that's really important. That's what when I was watching you perform, I thought that was really cool. Also, your jacket's really cool.
My jacket, it's only from H&M. It's from H&M and I've customised it, but I get a lot of comments on my jacket. Most of the comments are, how the hell are you wearing that jacket in this weather? But I'm a slave to fashion, what can I say?
So, speaking of fashion, how do you think your fashion in itself has grown since you guys were kind of heavier? Do you think because you did more of a ska kind of reggae thing for this album, did you kind of try and match your fashion to that at all?
We never purposely. I mean, it's weird with our band. We had a look before we had any songs. We knew what we wanted to look like before we'd even written. We already had a band name. We had the image, and then we were like, right, we should write some songs. But Yeah, I don't know. I used to be a lot more obsessed with what we're wearing on stage and stuff, but now I'm kind of chilled about it because I think, we never wear our day clothes on stage. Like, that's just for me a big no-no.
You look cute anyways. I would have
Oh,
seen
thank
you and I would
you.
have seen you and been like, oh, that's cute.
Oh, thank you. But I like to have that difference between person that isn't on stage and the person that is. So I always encourage everyone to get changed before you play, get into the mindset. I think it's really important. It's cool if people don't, but I think it's quite important for our band.
So how do you kind of get into that mindset before you go on and perform?
I just have a ritual. I drink a warm drink with honey, just because it's meant to be really good for your throat. I do my warm-ups, my vocal warm-ups. I get changed. I do my makeup. So I have like half an hour, 30 minutes before we play, and I do all that. Write set lists, and then just go for it.
Is there any sort of like mental thing that you have to do? Like, do you have to meditate or anything like that?
Yes, no, I have to always have chewing gum. I always have to have a chewing gum when I'm playing, because, and if, say, one of my rings is missing, or it has to all be the same. Otherwise, I think that I'll have a bad set, which is completely silly. You've caught me when I'm just it's very silly, but there's certain things that I need to play a good set.
So what stage can we see you on Warped Tour this year?
We're on the Skullcandy stage all summer long. So we've got Barbed Wire Dolls on our stage, we've got War on Women, the White Noise, who are amazing. Never heard of them until Warped Tour, and they're so cool. Big D and the Kids Table on the next few days. William Control, who is like very quickly becoming one of my favourite bands. So many cool bands.
So when you heard about, this Warped lineup and everything, was there like a couple bands where you were like, oh, I gotta see them?
Yeah, Say Ferris. I used to love Say Ferris when I was a kid. Like, I had the album, the album with Come On Eileen on it. And I never in a million years thought I'd get to see them, never mind play with them. And the other day, it was Big D and the Kids Table, Say Ferris, Street Dogs, and then us, and then Andy Black. And I was like, that is never going to happen. You are never, ever, ever going to see them people in the same place ever again. It's totally bonkers.
Well, thank you very much for taking the time to talk to me.
Oh, thank you. Sorry if I'm a bit spaced out, just because after we played and I got really hot.
Understandable, so did I. I get it.
Yeah, I got quite hot and bothered, but I'm okay now, so thank you.
Thank you again. Very nice to meet you.
Oh,
I'm Sam.
Oh, nice to meet you, Sam. I'm Layla.
Okay.